What's up, worldies? Welcome back to the channel. You caught me while I'm working. Yeah, doing the thing, making a living. Well, until this thing kicks off. But until I become a YouTube magnate and a social media star, I'm gonna have to rely on my own forces, my own gumption. But enough about me and my lack of monetary funds, because today we're talking Champions League. So the first round of games have already kicked off, and my beloved Manchester United, who I swore up and down was going to win the Premier League, have already lost. Aaron Wan-Bissaka got sent off in the 35th minute for a red card that I think was absolutely horrendous. We ended up playing 55 minutes with 10 men. We gave up an iffy goal, and then we couldn't hold on for the tie. And then, to make matters worse, Jordan Pickford, who we swore up and down wasn't going to do nothing against us, you know, because Americans can't play in the Champions League. Well, what did he do? Oh, he only stole Jesse Lingard's pass back and slotted it home past David De Gea in one of the simplest finishes you will ever see. So, BSC Young Boys out of Switzerland beat us 2-1. So now we have to make up points, you know, because losing the first game sucks. So now we have to make up points against Villarreal, Atlanta. It's gonna be interesting. But we're talking about all the European games. We're talking about all the European competitions. We got the Champions League, which is the best of the best. We got the Europa League. And then we've got the Uefa Conference League, which is a new thing this year. Now, the Uefa Champions League is the best of the best for a reason. All the winners of all the big leagues. So, Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Ligue 1, and the Bundesliga, plus all the top finishers in those leagues from the previous year. They all play in this competition, along with a select few number of champions from other countries, such as Switzerland, the Netherlands, pretty much all over Europe. And they have a whole competition during the summer to see who's going to get in that one too. The second tier is the Europa League. That one's a lot bigger, whereas the Champions League only has 32 teams. The Europa League has 48. It consists of a lot of the finishers in the big leagues of 5th and 6th place, also a lot of the smaller champions from other countries, and then a lot of 2nd and 3rd place teams from those countries that are still good enough to play in European competition, but they're not quite good enough to play with the big boys. And then you have UEFA Conference League. That's just a way for UEFA to make more money and to get more teams into European competition, give more teams more games, give more fans more games, and give more teams more opportunities for a trophy. It's kind of a cool concept, and it's kind of a necessary thing, but some people will look at it as, hey, the kids are playing too many games, why are we making them do this? In and of itself, it's a convoluted idea that some people are for, some people are against, and it's going to be a big question moving forward over the next couple of years as to whether it really does the trick as to what they want it to do. As far as qualifying for certain competitions, in order to get through the knockout stages in the Champions League, you have to finish in either 1st or 2nd in your group, and there are 8 groups, and they all go to a round of 16 competition. So, you want to finish 1st or 2nd in your group in the Champions League. If you finish 3rd, you automatically drop into the round of 32 for the knockout stages in the Europa League. And I'll put up some examples from previous years so you can kind of see how it's all structured, how it's all set up. And then with the Nations League, this is where it gets a little awkward. With the Conference League, you get 8 groups. The only team that automatically advances to the knockout stages is the team that wins the group. 2nd place teams then play the 3rd place teams from the Europa League as they drop down in a knockout style, like a 2-leg knockout stage. And whoever wins those matchups, they also get entered into the Conference League playoffs. I'll start with the Conference League bottoms up, because the interesting bit's the Champions League, right? Quick switch up. Yeah, it's another day, and I was working that day, so filming got delayed. But we're back. So talking more about the Conference League. Honestly, there's not a lot of teams that you've ever heard of in this year's rendition. You've got Tottenham, you've got Roma. Those are the two big clubs from big European leagues that everyone knows and that everyone follows. There's a few others like Rennes in France, Feyenoord in the Netherlands, and a couple other teams from Denmark, Sweden, and other places throughout Europe that if you play FIFA, you would know right off the bat. Going into this competition, the two biggest favorites are Tottenham and Roma. Jose Mourinho was coaching at Tottenham last year, is now the coach at Roma. That's going to be a tasty treat for us moving throughout the season and throughout the Conference League. And I really think that there are going to be some games and some matchups that are really going to favor some quality competition, and there are going to be a lot more open games. These are lower tier teams. These are lower tier clubs. That's not to say that they're not good. So there's a lot of talent, but the amount of precise defensive tactics and maneuvering might not necessarily be present between some of these clubs. So some of the games might end up 3-2, 4-3, 5-1. You could get some big scores moving forward with the Conference League games, and they honestly could be some of the best ones to watch until the end of December as you move through all of the group stages. Coffee's good this morning. One of my goals one day is to be sponsored by these guys. I'm not going to show you much of the cup, but one of these days I'm going to get a sponsorship with this brand. Hopefully we'll put one of my own somewhere soon. But yeah, one of these days I'm going to get a sponsorship with these guys. And if you know from the red lid, or the red cup, it's not Starbucks. Footy. So, kicking us off into the Europa League. Okay, this is Europe's second tier competition. This is a little stronger of teams. A lot of clubs that have success, that win big games against big opponents, and a lot of teams that just don't quite have the firepower, don't have the bench depth, don't have quite what it takes in order to be champions in their respective leagues. Or they are champions in their respective leagues, but they are not quite strong enough to make it to through the qualifying knockout rounds that happen in the summer every year before the European games are drawn. So I'm gonna just kind of kick through a little bit of what you're gonna find in the Europa League, kind of give who my big shout outs are, and then we'll move on as we go. Lyon and Rangers sitting in the same group. Steven Gerrard, former Liverpool midfielder, famous captain for England, he leads Rangers. They are Scotland's champions right now, and honestly probably one of the hottest teams to come out of last season with, I think it was 48 games or they finished their entire season undefeated in Scotland, which was unheard of for several years by anybody but self. Rangers are going to be strong throughout this competition. Expect them to make it out of the group stage. Expect Lyon to make it out of the group stage. They're a strong French team as well. Brøndby and Sparta Prague are going to kind of get left behind by these guys. They might throw in an upset or two, but I don't see those two getting through at the behest of Lyon or Rangers. Monaco, PSV, and Real Sociedad are all in the same group, Group B. That could be a tough one. PSV might be the odd one out in that matchup because Real Sociedad is actually pretty strong, and Monaco's coming on along well in France. Leicester City and Napoli should win out their group. Spartak Moscow and Legia Warsaw, which is in Poland. Those are the other two teams in the group. It could be a tough group. There's going to be some fun matches in this one too. But expect Leicester City and Napoli to make it through pretty handily. Eintracht Frankfurt, Fenerbahce, and Olympiacos. I know that was a lot of mouthful. There were a lot of syllables in there that don't happen in the English language that often, and it was weird. Trust me, it's been, years of me being soccer knowledgeable to understand how to actually pronounce those words without going yeah. They're all paired up with Royal Antwerp in Group D. That's going to be a fun one. A game between a Turkish and a Greek team, that's one of those games that I look at on the schedule and I go, I'm not a fan of either of those teams, and I don't want to be there because If I go, I'm gonna get stabbed. But no, honestly, that's one of those games that you really question how much you care about football and how much you love football, because football in Turkey gets crazy, football in Greece gets crazy, and when you put the two together, considering the socio-economic and socio-political history of Turkey and Greece and their relations with each other, no. Nope. Staying away. Then throw in a German team to fuck it all up, and then, yeah, God knows what's going to happen with that. Group E, Galatasaray, Lazio, Lokomotiv Moscow, and Marseille. I don't know who's going to win. I can't tell you right now, but I'm going to be watching those games because they're going to be entertaining as hell. Expect cards, expect goals, expect crazy decisions, expect at least 2 referees to get attacked. I can't tell you who's going to do anything in that group. Just watch. Group F, Sporting Braga, a couple of sides that you've never heard of before. Ludogorets and Midtjylland out of Denmark. Braga's probably going to win that group. They're the Portuguese side there. And then it's kind of a toss-up between the other two. Group G, Bayern Leverkusen, Celtic, and Real Betis. La Liga side, the other half of Celtic and Rangers in Scotland, and one of the stronger teams in Germany. That could provide some entertaining matchups. I see a lot of goals as well with that one. A lot of these matchups, you can get really entertaining and goal-filled games that, you know, you hear your typical American fan, oh, there's no goals in soccer. Shut up. Shut up. At this point, just look at the scores of the Champions League matchups on Tuesday and Wednesday. Look at the scores and then tell me that crap again. I don't want to hear it. I'm done with that ridiculous Americana issue. Give me Leverkusen to get out of the group, and then I'll take Real Betis besting Celtic to get out. Lastly, Group H, Dinamo Zagreb out of Croatia. You've got Royal Genk, Rapid Vienna out of Austria, and West Ham. So this is where I get a little fluffy, because I told you guys that West Ham was going to falter in the Premier League this year, and they were going to finish towards the bottom of the league because they were trying to push all their eggs into the European basket, and it wasn't going to work out for them. Well, my prediction's kind of gone awry, because West Ham is sitting at the top of the table with Manchester United and Chelsea and Liverpool because, well, fuck, they're good. Mikel Antonio is doing phenomenal wonders for the Hammers, and I think I can think of several West Ham fans that are just absolutely going mental over what the team is doing with David Moyes at the helm. And the fact that we haven't sold Jesse Lingard back to them yet, it speaks volumes about a lot of things. But I really, I don't know. I don't know. I want to say, yeah, they're going to get through, but yeah, fuck it. They're going to get through. They're going to get through. Probably Dinamo Zagreb. Rapid Vienna is a very good team. Genk is a very good team. Those are going to be some fun matches. It's going to be interesting to see how the West Ham fans do with the European competition coming in. Considering when they score goals, they blow bubbles. My bubbles. It'll be an interesting group. Those are the groups for the Europa League. Now, we've already had match day 1 for the Champions League, but I'm just going to cover it. I'll throw it up on the screen. There you go. There it is. These are all the teams. These are all the groups, okay? Manchester City, PSG, and RB Leipzig. That's going to be a big one. Obviously, Manchester City 6-3 destruction of RB Leipzig, even with a man sent off. Then you've got Group B. Honestly, it's the group of death. It's Liverpool, Atletico Madrid, Porto, and Milan. AC Milan, to be specific. This group just sets up as crazy. Porto won the Champions League with Jose Mourinho at the helm way back in 2003. AC Milan and Liverpool both fought out for 2 different Champions League trophy finals, both of them winning one each in the mid-2000s. Atletico Madrid, they've been there to the finals several times with Diego Simeone at the head. So trying to pick winners out of this group is really difficult. Liverpool did beat Milan, and I think Porto and Atleti drew. So, you know, you kind of got to give an edge to Liverpool right now. They're on a hot streak. They're doing really well. probably Liverpool and Athletic getting through in that group, but it's still going to be really hard fought and probably going to come down to the last day. Group C, Ajax, Dortmund, Besiktas, and Sporting. So Ajax destroyed Sporting 5-1. Brute Erling Haaland sealed the deal for Dortmund against Besiktas, another Turkish team that you just don't want to play because holy shit, their fans are crazy. Probably Ajax and Dortmund getting through this group. Besiktas probably going down to the Europa League. Group D, which is really weird. Shakhtar Donetsk out of Ukraine. Shakhtar Donetsk is based out of Ukraine. Duh. God. My soccer knowledge, my brain is going. Shakhtar Donetsk in Poland. They have played Inter Milan in either the Europa League or the Champions League like 5 out of the last 6 years. They've either been paired with them in the group or they've played them in the knockout rounds or both. The fact that those two teams keep getting paired up in UEFA competitions is crazy. Throw in Real Madrid into the mix and then a team called Sheriff. I don't know where they're from. I don't know who they are. They just kind of popped out of nowhere and we're like, hey, we're here. We win things. Sheriff beat Donetsk 2-0. Real Madrid needed a 90th minute winner to see off Inter Milan, 1-0. So they lead the group. They'll probably win it. Shakhtar, Sheriff, and Inter Milan are going to fight for that second spot. Probably Inter Milan. Bayern, Benfica, Dynamo Kiev, and Barcelona. Now, Bayern just went to Barcelona and beat the absolute brakes off of them, and the score doesn't even suggest just how bad it was. So expect Bayern to handily win that group. Expect the unexpected. Benfica could pull a rabbit out of the hat and knock Barcelona out. Barcelona's still got good players, but a lot of them are young, a lot of them are inexperienced, and a lot of them, they just don't have the pedigree, and Benfica is just one of the best teams in Portugal all around. Do not be surprised when Barcelona drops down to the Europa League. Just don't. Don't be surprised. Don't be that one guy that's like, oh my God, Barcelona's out. You didn't see Messi leaving, and now you're gonna, no, don't be that guy or girl. Don't be that person. BSC Young Boys, Atalanta, Villarreal, and Manchester United. Oh, Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard. Oh, you hurt my feelings. Yeah, Jesse Lingard, he did that. And props to Jordan Pefok, the American, who couldn't score against Canada, but god damn it, he can score against Manchester United. All right, done. I'm done being angry. Done being upset. BSC Young Boys. Honestly, it really sounds awkward. It honestly sounds like the Catholic Church's own soccer team. But no, honestly, BSC Young Boys has been a quality team. They generally vie for the Swiss title against FC Basel. Seeing them in the Champions League isn't that big of a deal. They scored, and then Jesse Lingard tried to play a back pass to David De Gea, and it wasn't strong enough, and Jordan Pefok got on the end of it and slotted home, and here we are sitting 2-1 losers. And then Atalanta, they've been a side in Italy that have put up like record numbers of goals, and Villarreal is the team that we lost to in the Europa League final last season. So yeah, we've put ourselves behind the 8 ball when it comes to this group. We've still got Young Boys at home. We've still got to play Young Boys at home. Obviously, we've still got 2 matches against both Atalanta and Villarreal, so there's a very good opportunity we can come out of the group, and there's a very good opportunity we can still win the group because the other 2 tied each other 2-2 on Tuesday. Moving to Group G, you got Red Bull Salzburg, Sevilla, Lille, and Wolfsburg. This is the most wide open group that you could find in the Champions League, and holy hell, is it going to be a lot of fun to watch. A lot of goals, a lot of craziness, a lot of cards. I don't know, what is it with Group G's? Group G's and Group H's, they get crazy. And then we got Group H. Zenit St. Petersburg, Malmo out of the Norwegian League, which is the team that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer used to be the manager for, Juventus, and Chelsea. Juventus is not nearly as strong as they used to be, and then Chelsea, obviously the defending UEFA Champions League champions, as much as I hate to say that. Zenit St. Petersburg, always a strong team out of Russia, and then Malmo, they're going to get stomped all over the place. Wouldn't surprise me if Zenit pulls out a second place out of this. They only lost to Chelsea 1-0, and they kind of made it awkward there in the last like 5 minutes of the match, but wouldn't be surprised to see Zenit pip Juventus for that spot into the Champions League round of 16. Gonna be an interesting competition overall. Europe is just going to be so much fun this year. I'm really looking forward to it, especially after this first week of matches that we've had. Goals, fantastic scenes, the fans are back in the stadium. Just, honestly, get you Paramount Plus. If you haven't already, if you want to watch good European soccer, and the thing with Paramount Plus is you can actually go back and re-watch the games. You don't have to, because a lot of the games either come on at 12:30 or 2:45. You don't have to watch them live. You just, because you love watching good soccer, if you want to go watch the match on a replay, if you pay for that particular part of the service, you can do that. Get Paramount Plus. Check out all this awesome European soccer competition that we've got ahead of us, that we've got going on now, that we've got for us to finally view with fans, with excitement, with I'm so stoked. Do the thing. Do the thing for yourself. That's gonna be it today, you guys. I appreciate you sticking around. I know it was a little mishmash and it was a little all over the place, and I tried to make it as clean and straightforward as possible for you. I know sometimes it's a little hard because I talk really fast. But if you have not already, I would absolutely love it if you, down below, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, like the video. Still big things planned coming up. Podcast, streaming, gaming, all the goods. I just gotta get it all settled. But if you want to know when all the stuff is coming out, hit that notification button, because that tells me that you want to see me, and that tells you when I'm gonna say, hey, you can see me now, if that made sense. Hit the notification button, subscribe button, hit the like button, throw a comment down in the comments. That's another way I can engage with you guys. It makes it really easy for me. And then if you want to swing on over, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, at Too Fat for Footy. You can find it all there. And if you're a troll, leave me some hate in the comments. Let me know how I did so I can make it better for you. But I'm gonna get in here to Walmart because I got shopping to do, and then Chick-fil-A because I got foods to get. And I'll catch you guys on the flip. Till next time, worldies, keep kicking. I'm just gonna do this and call it a fucking day. Okay, that's where we are. And then lastly, Group H, Dynamo. Where's Shakhtar Donetsk? God damn, that weed smell. Holy shit, somebody is cranking some good this morning. Whew. Greenery. Real Madrid needed a 90th minute winner to I almost said to beat off Inter Milan.